Hola, yo me llamo Celeste Cortés. Yo soy la esposa de Primitivo Cruz. Primitivo Cruz es un traficante humano que, que llevaba gente a un juez juvenil. Se llama Dan Camp. Es de 97. Como yo soy la esposa de Primitivo, un traficante de humanos, y él llevaba gente a un juez juvenil que escucha los casos de DIF. Yo creo que yo puedo explicar a Estados Unidos qué lo pasó a la señora y señor Billings. Pero antes que pueda explicar qué pasó, deben explicar algo en inglés por los güeritos. Okay, my name is Celeste Cortez, and I am the wife of Primitivo Cruz, a human trafficker. Now, Primitivo Cruz, a human trafficker, has supplied to a juvenile judge, Dan Camp, that listens to the Child Protective Services cases and adopts kids out and all that kind of stuff since 1997. And since he does that, well, I think I would be the person to explain what happened in the case of Mr. and Miss Billings. First of all, let me read you the definition from the UNODC of human trafficking. Now, UNODC stands for United Nations Office of Drugs and Crime. Now, they define human trafficking according to Article 3, Paragraph A1 of the Protocol to prevent, suppress, and punish trafficking in persons as the recruitment, transportation, transfer, harboring, or receipt of person by means of the threat or use of force or other forms of coercion, of abduction, of fraud, of deception, of the abuse of power, or of a position of vulnerability, or of the giving and receiving of payments or benefits to achieve the consent of a person having control over another person for the purpose of personal gain or exploitation. Now, we're all familiar with child labor. We're all familiar with forced labor. We're all familiar with sex slavery. Those three we've heard of, especially the trafficking movies and everything educating us. But why hasn't the government told us about the fourth type of human trafficking, called institutional fraud? Oh, well, I hate to break to America, but there's a deep, dark secret, okay? And it's called human trafficking in the form of institutional fraud. Institutional fraud refers to the organized abuse of power and or color of law to have a person illegally institutionalized or placed illegally in the custody of another person for financial gain. Yes, these murders, they're deep. And hopefully it will cause for a full investigation, and it will break up the biggest underground human trafficking ring in the world. Yes, and it's done by Child Protective Services, Family Children Services, with Family and Juvenile Court. Yes, it doesn't matter if you call them CPS. It doesn't matter if you call them DHS. It's still the same thing. It's underground mafia of human trafficking. Now, just like any other mafia, when deals go bad, shit happens. So, now you know. They look sweet, they look innocent, but they're not. They're the biggest, ugliest, worst nightmare to children. They're human traffickers. And like I said, may they rot in hell. Ahora que me explicó a los güeritos cómo es la traficante de humanos, me voy a terminar ese video con un mensaje por todos los latinos. Los güeritos deja llevar sus hijos y no hace nada. Ay, pues cuando empieza a traficar los hijos de un latino, no creo que dejamos tan fácil. Yo no recomiendo matar a nadie. Me da risa porque yo creo que Dios tiene un especial lugar en el infierno pues a tipos que trafican niños. Yo no soy la esposa de mi marido porque quiero. Yo soy la esposa a fuerza por la culpa de esa juez, Dan Camp. Ojalá que esa llevaba mucha atención y con la presidente y el gobernador de Florida haga una investigación bien.